I see people coming in and out of church, passionate about the things of God, talking about the things of God, giving, serving, attending services, conferences, reading Christian books, listening to sermons, worship music. Is this the model of a true Christian? No. These are good things to do, but this is just the outside of the cup, and it is possible to be sincere but to miss the entire point. Have you ever been so excited about meeting a guy or a girl? You're just filled with all these emotions. You can't stop talking about this person. You can't stop thinking about this person. You're posting about them on social media to show everyone this person. You're looking at their social media page to see what they're doing. It's all that you can think about. You're buying things for them, you're doing things for them. But what sort of relationship would it be if you didn't actually spend any time with them? You never messaged them, or you never called them, or you never actually spent time with them in person. If a relationship continued like this, how fulfilling or unfulfilling would that relationship be? Because the very essence of relationship is connecting with that person. God didn't primarily create us for the purpose of serving Him and doing things for Him, but rather to have relationship with Him. Jesus said that He is the living waters, not that Christianity is the living waters from which once you've tasted it, you'll never thirst again. Jesus said that He is the bread of life, that when you have had the bread of life, you will not hunger again. He didn't say that religion is the bread of life. And when He said, "Come to me all who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest," coming to Him is the thing that gives you rest, not coming to church. There is a big difference between the two. It's a good thing to go to church. It's a great thing, but there's a big difference between going to church, going to Christianity, going to religion, as opposed to coming to Jesus. And spending all of your time living a Christianese life, doing churchianity, is completely different to living a life with Christ. It's like working all day but having no food or drink, no nourishment. It is exhausting, it is depressing, and there is no life in it. And if we don't walk in our created purpose of knowing God personally, then we are going to live empty and miserable lives, even as Christians, especially as Christians, because the best things done in the wrong way leads to the greatest level of emptiness. Dead religion is the most unfulfilling, draining thing in the entire world. God doesn't need anything from you. He wants relationship with you. For who has known the mind of the Lord, or who has been His counselor, or who has given a gift to Him that He might be repaid? God doesn't need us to serve Him. There is nothing that we can do that God doesn't already know or can't do on His own. There's nothing that we have that He hasn't already given us. He just wants our heart, our affections, relationship with us. The greatest commandment is, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind." Not only is this the greatest moral good that we can do to acknowledge the greatness of God, but it is also the greatest thing for us because we were created to worship God. We are to enjoy the love of God, the richest treasure, the most meaningful thing in the world, the very essence of the purpose that we were created for. And I will continue to make it known that the love with which you have loved me may be in them and I in them. Can you believe that this same love between the Father and the Son is something that we get to share in? This is amazing. And we see in Revelation 21 when it talks about wiping away every tear with a new heaven and the new earth, because when we enter into the presence of God, everything is okay. Everything is better than okay. Everything is perfect. God created us with this void, and there is nothing else that can satisfy our souls at the deepest level. Trying to fill this void with dead religion is what will make you the most miserable Christian that ever lived. It's like cleaning the outside of the cup, but not being able to actually pour any water into the inside of the cup and drink it, which is the very purpose for which the cup was created. Christian, let me ask you this. Are you doing things for God, or are you doing things with God? Are you talking about God, or are you talking to God? Do you know about God, or do you know Him personally? Do you love the things of God, or do you love God Himself? Many mistake the means, such as Christian activities, theology as the end, but the end of all of our means should be knowing God, enjoying relationship with Him. Church, study, fellowship, these are good things, but getting lost in these things will only lead to a barren Christian wasteland, which will leave you empty and miserable, making you the most miserable Christian who ever lived. If you want to experience the true life that you were created for, the life that Jesus says He came to give life and life to the full, then this can only be enjoyed in relationship with God. Are you living a Christianese life, or are you a follower of Christ? Are you devoting your time to churchianity, or are you devoting your time to set times of prayer with God, not giving Him your scraps and praying here and there throughout the day, but having set devoted time with Him where you can listen to Him, you can talk to Him, and you can grow closer with Him? How is your devotional life? Are you spending set time with God, building your relationship with Him? And if not, why not? And how about you start today? Get excited about how deep you can go with God. You do not have to live a barren, dry, miserable Christian existence, living out this dead religion where you're doing these things for God, but you're never actually experiencing Him. But it all starts with time alone with God, and He is calling you to more of this today. If you haven't already done so, I would encourage you to consider subscribing to this channel if you want to hear some more uncompromising biblical truth. And here is a video up on the screen which is recommended specifically for you. If you want to hear some more, click on it, and I look forward to continuing to minister God's word to you.